Hello, my dear Manuela. I was able to do your reading a little bit before the general readings that I will start with tomorrow. So I will start shuffling your cards here, and I use the Druid Craft Tarot with the artist Will Worthington. So I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Manuela's family life. You are in a divorce from a very abusive husband, but this hard for you because you don't know if you will make it on your own, and you also have a daughter that needs to finish high school. So we want to see what the Divine wants to tell you about your marriage. Can you survive alone with your daughter if you divorce your husband? Also, can you work as a medium, healer, family consolation, I don't know what I have written there, but family therapist, I say, to get a career and a stable income? Is it the right time for you to file for divorce when your daughter finishes high school, June 2018? Will you have better luck in your life if you leave Shanghai with your daughter and move to another country? So we'll see what we can get for advice here. Okay, so it's done. I will just tune in for a few seconds here. Okay. Okay. So, will you have better luck in your life if you leave Shanghai with your daughter and move to another country? Is it the right time to file for divorce when your daughter finished high school, June 2018? Can you work as a medium, healer, family constellation? Maybe I have written that. Don't know if that is a word even. To get a career and a stable income. I know what it is anyway, so the Divine knows as well. Can you survive alone with your daughter if you divorce your husband? Okay, we have a Strength card here. Okay, 2 cards wants to show themselves in the bottom here, and it's the High Priestess and the Strength card, and it's about feminine Amazonas warrior attitude, like having a lot of self-respect, believing in your own intuition, believing in your own instincts, and go ahead and do, like, becoming your own authority, not being someone else's authority. So okay, so the first card for you, what the Divine wants to tell you about your marriage. And here we have a Prince of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles is a situation that's a little bit slow going. You might feel like you're a little bit stuck, and you feel also the need to protect yourself. You want to be like good in the eyes of the world, but it's almost a little bit like you need to compromise yourself in this way. Taurus, well, it's like you have a project, but it's taking time. It might have taken a long time to come forward to this decision that you have made right now, and it's like it's moving very, very, very slow. And the next card here is a Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is this what we saw with the 2 High Priestess and the Strength card. So this is more like a person that's very warm and generous towards others, but equally warm and generous towards herself. So we will see where it gets with this. 2 people. It might be your husband is a little bit more immature than you are. And oh, here we have a King of Swords as well. So it's big people cabinet here. The King of Swords is a person that's very authoritative, controlling, wants to do things in a certain way. So it might be that the Prince of Pentacles is your daughter and you are the Queen of Wands and this is your husband. It's a person that wants order. They want to have things in the way that they have planned. If it's getting out of hand, they will be maybe aggressive a little bit. And here we have 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands is moving, escaping, fleeing, getting away from there. It might be that you have built up a lot of intense energy and one day you will just snap and can't stand it anymore. And it seems to be a little bit into the future. So I think we have your whole family constellation here. This might indicate that your child is a little bit shy or withdrawn or just like looking at you two and don't know what to think or how to handle this. So it might be a little bit pressure here for this child if this is the case. And here we have a 7 of Swords. So a 7 of Swords might be someone that tried to win with not the best means, like they use authority and sneaky ways to get their will through. So we'll see what it is with this. It can also be bad self-esteem, like a person not being able to solve their problems because they don't think that they will make it on their own. But that's in the second. If this is a male, like a female that's like this, a little bit having a little bit of bad self-esteem, don't feel that they can make it, they become very subordinate. But the male that feels like this, he will try to win, he will try to play, he will try to lie, he will try to like different things. So it might be like a different whose person this is showing. And here underneath the Prince of Pentacles we have Cernunnos. Cernunnos is the devil, is a shadow. So it's a shadow coming in here underneath this Prince of Pentacles. And it's Capricorn and this is Taurus. So it doesn't tell anything, like the person doesn't have to be Capricorn or Taurus. It's just talking about Earth, like very stable energy, grounded, like I think a person that's very natural or very like into nature and things like this. And it's again seeing, like watching your marriage in some way. And it's like this environment might not be the best for your child. This is what I'm seeing, that they might see things that they shouldn't see. Even though it seems very harmonious here, it doesn't have to be. And here we have the Star card and it comes underneath you. So this is about healing, trying to fix something, trying to find like solutions, a better way on doing things. And it's the beautiful, beautiful Star card here. So the Star card is also Aquarius. The King of Swords is also Aquarius. So it might be that you need to use more of your logic, that you need to be more like seeing things what they really are and not paint your world too beautiful, like try to see people in their best ways and things like this. This is more starting to see the reality, and while that you can start healing. And this is also of course this abusive relationship that your child has been the witness to. And here we have the Prince of Swords. So the Prince of Swords is some kind of attack from the husband here, and it's maybe when he's coming into his shadow and being like a little bit immature. It might be that your child has already become a little bit hurt by this situation. Maybe she will have a bad view of men out of this, it seems. Okay, so next card here is Ace of Wands. So you have the 10 of Wands and Ace of Wands. So 10 of Wands is when you get enough. Ace of Wands is when you do something about it and you take a leap, you take a jump, you do something. It's like spring bursting forward here. So Ace of Wands is a very good card about strength, but it might also be aggression, that if you want to divorce, your husband may become a little bit aggressive here. But 10 of Wands, it might be that he's flipping anyway, like from time to time, that he's building up some pressure and then letting it loose. And here we have rebirth. So Seven of Swords, I think this is actually your card, that you feel that there's so many problems. But if you will be able to take the step here, maybe use his aggression as fuel. If he's aggressive, maybe it's easier to leave. And start this new beginning. Ace of Wands is the strongest energy card despite the Sun. And here you have the little child that's actually depicted also in the Sun card. So this is your true self, your inner self. It's Judgment Day. So I think it's time for you to grow up and to take authority into your own hands instead of being like victimized to other people. It's time to, even though you feel small and fragile and everything, you still need to come out and take responsibility and change your destiny. Decision determine destiny, and here's the decision being made. So I think divorce can be very good for you, especially for your child. So the next card here is about, can you work as medium, healer, family constellation to get a career and a stable income? And we have the Five of Cups here. So Five of Cups is coming again with this not having the best self-esteem, but it's also talking about you having a lot of experience from being maybe a victim of difficult situations. So this might have given you the right kind of experience, so you will be able to help other people, because if everything has been like fine for you, you won't have the ability to become a healer. And here we have the Hangman. So this is you going through some kind of metamorphosis as we speak. The Hangman is a situation where you need to be brave and take a leap and sacrifice like the old to begin something new. And this is also very good for becoming a healer or working as a medium, because again, usually this person on this card has a halo on them. So all these challenges is making you grow in a very beautiful, beautiful way. You just need to learn to sacrifice what no longer serves you, so you will be able to move on into a better future. So a lot of sacrifices, like letting go, being able, maybe you should also start to declutter your home and to sell off stuff, so it might be easier for you also to move later on. You can start this process, and this will help the situation along its way. I think this could be very good for you. I'm a little bit worried about your child's health there. That yes, okay. And here we have the Tower, and it comes underneath your husband. But we see that your husband, between your child and your husband stands you, and you seem to be the one that's most healthy of all. And I don't see so much about the bad self-esteem here. I think it's more that you have been used to be with people that's pushing you down. I don't think that you have that much bad self-esteem. You just have a very bad situation. And here's the Tower. So again, it might be a little bit dangerous for you to stay much longer, actually. Maybe it's a good thing if you would be able to get away like a little bit earlier than June. This is in the now, and it seems like he's a little bit aggressive here. But this, anyway, is a healing situation, like something is breaking down, so you'll be able to fix it from the beginning, like from scratch. So again, all those cards are talking about very good for a person that wants to work as a healer or a psychic, or with family therapy, things like this. And here you have an Eight of Pentacles. So Eight of Pentacles is like, here's a new start when it comes to work. So this could be really good occupation for you. Eight of Pentacles is like this beautiful willingness to do a good job, and that you have the skills necessary to do it. So it looks very beautiful, actually. Very sweet here. So next card here is the Princess of Wands. So Princess of Wands is pure fire, as is this Ace of Wands. And so I think this would be a very good way for you to go. You would actually be very popular, I think, like this, like psychic or medium, or helping families, maybe helping children especially, because we have a lot of children here, and we have your child here that has gone through some stuff. And maybe this would be the area where you can help the most. Also within the child work, and taking forward your own authority. And this, the Princess of Wands, she might be small, but she's not going to cave to any authority. And you have this line going here back to the King of Swords. So it's a little bit like you're standing up here to authority and doing some kind of revolution. And it's of course a revolution to make your own money and to be like independent from this marriage. It will be very good for you. And you can start to see and vision, because here with the Princess of Wands and the Judgment and the Seven of Swords, it might be some knowledge that wants to come through you. And you need to stay open for it. Trust yourself, trust your own instinct. Don't think like, no, nobody would ever want to learn this, or you might be amazed what people want to learn from you. The Seven of Swords is also education, and the Judgment is knowing something, and the Princess of Wands is the one that spreads the word. So I think you can be very, very successful in that kind of line of work, and to help other people. I will also take a card from the Oracle of Visions here to see what we can get for you when it comes to this. You can take one card for being medium. And we have here this card, and it's a little bit religion here, but we can see you're blindfolded, and you can still see things. So I think medium could be very good. You have a lot of knowledge when it comes to the spiritual realm. So medium is yes. And for healer, okay, it's here is this with memories of a childhood that might not have been the best. So I think this, with all this, with a child and everything, it might be also your childhood, that you might have had like problems similar to what you have with your husband already in your childhood, and you have memories of this. And here is someone, it's like a dangerous female creature, and I think this is you. I think that you are afraid of your own strength. It might be that you have grown up in a situation where you needed to obey and not be revolutionary, and it actually hurt you in some way. It made you into the dangerous person, maybe the black sheep of your family in some way, that maybe everyone tried to change you and make you into their own image, so it's like you're afraid of your own strength these days. And here we have this card. It's about time, and it's about time maybe that you become strong and you heal your childhood wounds. So this was about being a healer, and well, I think that you might need to heal yourself first, and then you can help others with what you have learned. And I don't mean that this will take like a long time. It might take just a few months, where you go through your own, all your memories. I will send you a healing exercise if you remind me, because I generally forget. And you can do this healing exercise and get to the bottom of your true strength that you have in your subconscious. So yes, in time, you will become a very great healer when you have found your own strength and you use it. And it's the strength that we can see here. But you are a bit afraid of it, I think, because you have been so... people have not been nice to you because you were a very strong child, and you probably had a lot of wisdom already then. And so it might be that there was not like the best reception there. So what about family constellation, like taking care of families? And here you have the strength card and a child. So it seems like you will be very good with This is this like being strong again, like the strength, like the Queen of Swords, Wands here, and the Princess of Wands. So this is that you could be strong and help other people, especially children, like help family with their children, or how to deal with their children, or how to help their children, or how to heal their children. So it seems like people, maybe not only children, even this is a child, can become strong on your back, because you have some kind of strength. You have been through something that is make you very, like you're very enlightened here, and so you can be strong for others. You can help them to heal, definitely. So I think it's just for all of those things, and it looks very prosperous. So it's just to start in some way, like put yourself out there. Maybe you can give advices to people. Like you can put up a web page with relationship problem advices, and you can start selling constellations, like constellations time with clients on that site, but also give like free advices. Maybe you can have like like they can be in the magazines, you know, are your relationship a good one, or are your children out doing like bad things? How can you detect things like this? You can also, how do you deal with jealousy? How do you deal with this and that and that? So you can have like a web page or something where you write about this stuff, because Princess of Wands is very good with downloading things. So she can also be like an author. And you have this writing here. You see this person is writing, and it's something with this child judgment. Like you have a good judgment, you can write it down. You can download stuff from the divine that people can have very good use of. Okay, so is it the right time to file for divorce when your daughter finished high school, June 2018? So here we have a Six of Pentacles. So it seems like there's an issue about money, but it's also school. Six of Pentacles is like learning, getting knowledge, getting education. And it's also maybe that your husband maybe need to pay for school or something like this. And it's a beautiful situation with sixes. It's healing. It's I think she has maybe friends also in school that might be very good for her. And helps her through difficult times. And here we have a King of Cups. So King of Cups is actually you in the situation. You have this water with a star here, and then the water, the cup here. So she has her friends in school, and she has you. So that's good. And you are here like like someone being this is a psychotherapist. This is a person taking care of other people's feelings. So it might be that you can start working with this already now. You don't have to be outside a marriage to start with this this work that you are supposed to do. It seems like it's ready to start anytime. And here we have the Five of Pentacles. The only thing that's problem is your husband here. He's putting his nose in the middle and kind of chasing you here like a rabbit. And it's making you feel very sad, and maybe he's like smack talking you in some way, so you feel bad, like you feel like you're not good enough, or that you can't make it on your own or something like that. So if you start a business, he will know it, of course. So that's the thing I see that might taint this. I'm asking about your school, but I'm getting this with business instead. But with school as well, that you are, she has a good time in school. You are there protecting her against the husband as well. And here you have a Nine of Pentacles. So Nine of Pentacles might be graduation, but this is also, again, this with work. So I think that you can find work already inside this marriage. Even if he will disregard you, maybe he will see this as a threat as well if you get like becoming too much independent. But I think that your daughter, anyway, she needs to maybe to graduate. And here we have a Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. It's like you still haven't made the decision about the divorce in some way. maybe it's like you don't know where to move. I don't see a divorce here. So I need to ask about that. Divorce. Are you supposed to have a divorce? Divorce. Faces. Okay, so it's like you need to start to look at your own image in the mirror. It doesn't mean that you are bad in any way, but maybe you need to become more strong. If you start with yourself, if you start to fix yourself, maybe your husband won't be that a big a problem anymore. I want to take from another deck as well. The Two of Pentacles is like, maybe with this, with moving as well, that you might find like work already here in Shanghai. So we have King of Cups coming again. When I talk about divorce, maybe you are going to change your mind. Maybe your husband is going to better his ways in some way. I will ask about that too. And we have a Three of Cups here, so that's family. And here we have the Nine of Swords, so that's a family that's not, you see this girl, she's not really happy, she's dreaming about better days. And here you have the Tower, so this is the Tower now, that you have some big things going on. Big destruction. Here's Nine of Shields, this is the same card as that. And then we have Four of Swords. Four of Swords is not divorce, it's more like truth. People starting to treat each other better. It's like stopping the war, is what I'm seeing. So maybe there's not going to be a divorce. Maybe he's going to change his way in some, like better his ways in some things. Maybe when you're taking more authority for yourself and starting your own career, maybe he's going to shape up. And yes, the Sun. So unfortunately, I don't see a divorce for you. I see that when you start to heal yourself, maybe your husband will heal as well, and you will become more self-sufficient and be able to take care of yourself better, and maybe you won't care so much for what he is doing. And the Two of Pentacles is like you haven't really made the choice. I can't see that you really have made a choice to actually divorce. And it's a little bit puzzling, because usually when someone has made a divorce decision, there will be a divorce. But you have the Tower here anyway, but it came when I asked about if you can work as a medium, as a healer. So it's like you get and family therapist, and it seems like you get a lot of the stuff that you will be able to use in your business, you will get from your own marriage. And this will be like a gold mine for you. Gold mine here for you to help other people in the same situation. So it seems like you can build a business out of your bad marriage. So I'm sorry, I didn't expect to see this. Okay, well, we'll move on. We'll see. Will you have better luck in your life if you leave Shanghai with your daughter and may move to another country? So we have the Wheel here. So the Wheel is something, it's the divine being interfered here, and it's the Wheel, so it's karmic. It's something that you need to learn. It's something like taking another lap with something. And here we have the Six of Cups, so that's healing. It's fixing your current situation. It's almost like forgiveness from your husband here, or maybe you will meet someone new. You have the Ace here, but it's very I would say that this is your husband, but there's a chance that you will meet someone new, maybe a water person, maybe someone that's maybe you will meet them through your work, and therefore you don't want to leave Shanghai. Here you have the Six of Cups, so it's like reconciliation. You're reconciliating with someone, or healing something, or meeting someone that makes you feel very like this beautiful connection, very beautiful connection between two people, getting very beautiful love connection. And it might be from your own work of healing your inner child. When you take care of yourself better, other people will take care of you better. And here we have the Lovers as well. So it seems like there will be a reconciliation with your husband. Maybe he will get second thoughts when you decide you want to sacrifice him. So I think go on with your plans. Tell him whatever it is that you need to tell him. But be prepared that he might start to fight for this relationship. That he might not want it to be over. And he might actually change his ways. It's seldom that I see a development like this, so I'm a little bit confused, but I need to read the cards like I see them. And here we have a Princess of Swords. So Princess of Swords is pure air, and I think that you have learned to stand up for yourself and tell the truth. You don't hold back things. You know that you are good. You know that you are valuable. You love yourself, so you also say the truth to people. And I asked about if you will have better luck in life if you will leave Shanghai with your daughter and move to another country. And we have here is Lady Luck. It's the Wheel of Fortune. This is children, and this is love, and Page of Swords here suddenly. So it's again like your husband here will come and try to better his ways in some. And here you have the lady. So what to say about this? The lady, it's like you are the most important person in both your daughter's life, but also in your husband's life in some way. And but the most important thing here in the end is actually your daughter, because you have daughter there, and it's the revolutionary daughters. So it's up to you to decide if you are going to let him back in or not. You can move probably with your daughter to elsewhere and become really happy. That is what I'm seeing here, is really happy. But it's just confusing me that this is this strong love connection here. And but it, of course, it can be with your daughter, but it's with the king. So very confusing. But I will try to take more cards for this. Who is this? Lovers. The Lovers. Who is this? So we have two cards, and it's the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Shields. So Ten of Swords in the that's actually looking a little bit like a divorce anyway. Ten of Swords is, you see, it's like a war here, and Seven of Shields is when everything has calmed down, but nothing has really changed. So this is what I see, that there will be a big war, but in the end nothing will have really changed. You will still be in your marriage, I think. And but here you won't be like this sweet little girl anymore. You have never been a sweet little girl. I can see with the Queen of Wands that you're already strong. But here it's like you are doing some kind of revolution, one woman's revolution here. And I think it's regarding your work. I think you will start to work, and that will be your revolution. And I think things will actually be better for you after that, also with your marriage. It's very surprising, of course, but this is what I see here. So I will see this with work for you, what you can work with, what could be a good thing for you. So I will shuffle these cards, these astrological cards. And we will see what could be a good occupation for you, what you have to contribute with, because you have a lot to contribute with. We see this with the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands, that you have something that you need to share with the rest of humanity. We see this also with the lady, that's very abundant, and going back to all your experience through the stars and the tower, 16 and 17 there. So I think you have a lot of experience that other people need to get to, but we'll see in what line of work will you find your true like your highest purpose here. So the first card for you is Cancer. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, loving. It may concern family, a mother or a child. And this is what we see here, like this family thing here. You taking care of and protecting also your child. And we can see it also with this. So I'm pondering if this can be your strong love to your daughter, but it's just that maybe the divorce will be there and then it's just over. And the King of Cups can still be you, becoming like the authority for this family that's left, you and your daughter. So this is also a singles card. So it might be that you will just divorce your husband. It will come rather suddenly. But I'm thinking, focus on this with your career, because it seems to be the way out for you. And and you will find some love here as well. So, but it might be the love that you will share with people that's being through the same thing as you. It might be some love together with other women. But it's definitely a King of Cups here, and that's like love being offered to you. But as I said, it's also this with being a therapist, like taking care of other people's feelings. And it's usually Scorpio, Cancer. It would have been the Queen of Cups. Okay. Next card is the Sun. Your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. So this with your ability to love and heal other people and to be so caring and loving and sensitive. It's your spirit being like this. So that's your soul's road, we can say. The next card is the third house, your potential to learn something and your local neighborhood. So it might be that you will start up shop in your local neighborhood where you actually live now. And maybe there's a lot of people or women being in the same position as you and need your help. Maybe they are in dire need of your help here. Maybe they need to learn this, what you have been through with your husband. Maybe this is a very short story of your husband and it just ends and there's a new beginning very suddenly here. And that's why there's coming love in so quickly here. It might be the love that you share with other people or your community. So I don't think that I see move there, but if this is not something you need to ponder so much of, it will in that case just happen. So you won't have to think so much. What you need to do is to start taking like the decisions to start your own business, to start your own thing. That is what you need to do. And here you have Leo. So that's kind of the woman that sits there. So this is the energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on importance of self-belief. So it's very important that you get this self-esteem and kind of fake it till you make it. I think you have a perfectly good self-esteem. It's just that you have been living with heathens and you have been brought down to the ground already all the time because you're so strong probably. So you're so used people picking on your strength or using your strength, but now you're going to use your strength to yourself or to help people that actually needs your help. Leo there. And the last card is Sagittarius. This energy imbues power, superior confidence and enthusiasm with fate, good fortune and authority. So what you need to do is to actually face your fear, this with you not being good enough. You just need to jump out and start something, even if you don't believe in yourself, and see what comes out of this. It might be like this one-woman revolution, and that you will something new will happen that will be very intense. Something within your career and your local neighborhood. So I want to take another card here because I'm really interested with this. It's Gemini. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. So yes, internet is not a bad idea. Actually, it's a very good idea to spread the word and to spread your word. Maybe you should even start to write books because you have a lot with books here and writing and stuff. Here you're writing there in the book and here's the books and here's this communication and you have a lot with communication here. So it seems like you will have some kind of, and here's Pisces, so Cancer and Pisces, and you have this King of Cups coming twice. So Pisces, this energy is wishful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It confuses and softens resolve. So I think that you can really be like a very good healer and helper for people. You have something to share that's very important. It's just everyday things. People don't want to know, like, you know, big things. It's everyday things, everyday problems that's breaking them down. So the things that you have been through is going to be like a gold mine for you. That is what I can see. This reading wasn't very much about your husband. Either he's not there very much, he's just here a little while and you will toss him out. It might be like a volcanic eruption because you have the Tower here and the Ten of Wands, so it might just be like a flash of a moment that this will be just over. And it seems to be no problem for you if that is the case. Sacrifice of this relationship is easy. You will just go on with your everyday business and start with this business. Okay, so take really good care and throw yourself out to your new adventure. It's not expensive to buy a website or to start a YouTube channel or whatever. It's just to start doing it. Just go on and do it. And if you have written something important, it doesn't have to be important in your eyes, but maybe you need to share whatever it is that you have written. Okay, so take really good care, and if you ever need my service again, you know where to find me. Okay, bye-bye.